Queen Elizabeth is expected to be laid to rest with just 2 pieces of jewelry. Despite having an extensive collection of gems, Lisa Levinson, head of communications at the Natural Diamond Council, the Princess of Wales and the Duchess of Sussex both wore pearl jewelry.
Another rift arises in the royal family as the reigning queen, Camilla, is downright upset with her stepdaughter-in-law, Kate Middleton. The reason for this is that the Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, wore a very special tiara that Camilla wanted.
Now to Duchess Kate paying tribute to her late mother-in-law, Princess Diana. Kate wearing Diana's favorite tiara at the royals' biggest bash of the year last night.
Is the Queen's anger towards Princess Kate justified? And who is the rightful owner of this special tiara? Join us as we uncover the truth of this feud between the Queen Consort of England and the Princess of Wales. Why tiaras matter to the women of the British royal family. Tiaras. They're more than just dazzling headpieces made of diamonds and pearls. In the British royal family, they carry deep, historical, and often emotional meaning. They symbolize status, duty, and at times, even personal triumphs and struggles. For the women of the royal family, wearing a tiara isn't just about looking regal. It's about stepping into a centuries-old tradition that brings past and future together.
A number of experts believe that the first owner of the meander tiara was Princess Alice Battenberg, the mother of Prince Philip and grandmother of the current King of Great Britain, Charles III.
For most royal women, the first time they wear a tiara is on their wedding day. It's a defining moment, one that marks their transition from a commoner, if they weren't born royal, to a fully recognized member of the monarchy. For example, Lady Diana Spencer, when she married Prince Charles in 1981, had 2 tiaras to choose from: the Spencer tiara, a family heirloom, or Queen Mary's Lover's Knot tiara, a loan from the Queen. Diana chose the Spencer tiara, a nod to her lineage, but as she settled into royal life, she began wearing pieces from the Queen's collection. Kate Middleton wore the Cartier Halo tiara when she married Prince William in 2011. The tiara, given to the Queen Mother in 1936, was a modest but elegant choice. Tiaras in the British royal family aren't just decorative. They indicate rank, status, and responsibility, and are meant only for married women. Queen Elizabeth II, for instance, was rarely seen without a tiara at formal events after her marriage to Prince Philip. As queen, she had access to the entire royal collection and often chose her jewelry to reflect diplomatic ties. If she had visited Russia, she might have worn a tiara with ties to the Russian imperial family. If she hosted a foreign dignitary, she might wear a tiara gifted by their country. Every choice was deliberate, political, and strategic. Kate Middleton and Queen Camilla follow this practice. When Kate attends state banquets or diplomatic receptions, she wears tiaras that align with the occasion.
Kate Middleton has officially entered her next era. As seen in photos taken on November 22nd, the former Duchess wears her first tiara in nearly 3 years while attending her first royal banquet as the new Princess of Wales.
These choices aren't random. They're carefully selected to reflect her status in the monarchy, even if it upsets some people. In Princess Diana's lifetime, the Lover's Knot tiara was a favorite, even though it gave her headaches due to its weight. Diana continued to wear this tiara throughout her royal life. It became a symbol of her elegance, but also, in some ways, of her struggles within the royal family. After her divorce, she returned the tiara and never wore it again. Kate Middleton, however, brought the Lover's Knot tiara out of the shadows. By wearing Diana's favorite tiara, Kate not only honors her late mother-in-law, but also continues a legacy. Each time she wears it, it's a quiet nod to the woman who came before her. Why doesn't Queen Camilla get to wear the Lover's Knot tiara? Can the answers be found in her past? Camilla's life before royalty. Queen Camilla Rosemary Shand is the current Queen of the United Kingdom and the other Commonwealth realms. She is the wife of the reigning monarch, King Charles III. But she wasn't always part of the royal family or even accepted. Queen Camilla's and King Charles's stories go as far back as when the two were still in their youth, young, unmarried, and hopelessly in love with each other. Camilla was not born with any titles or affiliations with the British royal family. She was raised in East Sussex and South Kensington, England, where she was also educated. Camilla was also educated in Switzerland and France, so it is safe to say that she is well educated and has a good family background. Having met then Prince Charles III in the year 1970, Camilla's relationship with Andrew Parker Bowles ended, and he started courting Princess Anne. It would be surprising to know that Camilla and Prince Charles did, in fact, belong to the same social circle. They would attend the same public events and occasions, but contrary to popular belief, the couple did not first meet at a polo match. Sources have it that they met at the home of a mutual friend, Lucia Santa Cruz, according to the words of Giles Brander. The two became close friends and began a romantic relationship soon after, which wasn't hidden from anyone in their circle. Introductions were made further down the relationship as things got serious between them. King Charles III met with Camilla's family, and in turn, she met some of his. However, their relationship took a nosedive when King Charles had to leave England to join the Royal Navy in early 1973. The once strong and promising relationship between the two ended soon after. Some say that King Charles joining the Navy was a deliberate move by the late Queen to separate him from Camilla. Robert Lacey says in his book, Royal Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, that King Charles didn't ask Camilla to wait for him when he went overseas to fulfill his duties as a royal, and that they met too early in their life. Another author, Sarah Bradford, in her book titled Diana, points the finger at a seemingly harmless character in the story. She says that a member of the close circle of the king's great-uncle, Lord Mountbatten, claimed that Charles should be taken overseas to end his relationship with Camilla. This was to make room for an engagement with his granddaughter. Rumor has it that the late Queen Mother, Queen Elizabeth, did not like or approve of Camilla. Her love resided somewhere else, as she wanted Charles to marry one of the Spencer family's granddaughters, who was also a close friend. Some others say that Camilla still loved Andrew Parker Bowles, and that was why she left Charles, or that Charles himself declared he wouldn't get married till he was 30.
And now, a word of thanks to Camilla. It can't have been easy for you either over the years. So now, will you all raise your glasses to the young couple? Charles and Camilla.
One thing that a lot of royal biographers have come to conclude is that King Charles would never have been able to marry Camilla back then had he sought permission. This was because many of his family members deemed Camilla unsuited to be a consort. In the time that King Charles went overseas, Camilla succumbed to pressure and married Andrew Parker Bowles, who was her ex-boyfriend's brother. The couple lived happily for a few years and had 2 children before getting a divorce in 1995 on the grounds of unfaithfulness. Both parties had caught each other cheating, Camilla with King Charles and Andrew Parker with numerous other women. Did the late Queen ever grow to like Camilla? Or did she always have to fight to be seen and heard after so many years? Camilla's relationship with the late Queen. The Queen didn't always like Camilla. In fact, she often called her that wicked woman. The reason behind Camilla and King Charles's separation is not hidden from anyone, and it is simply because the royal family, especially the Queen, didn't see Camilla fit for her heir. The members of the royal family were against the union for a lot of reasons, one being that Camilla was not of royal birth or a high social standing. Even though Camilla came from a good, wealthy family and was well educated, she wasn't enough for the heir of the United Kingdom. So much so that the Queen saw the need to send him overseas for royal duties. Shortly after his return, he gets engaged to Diana Spencer. Fast forward many years down the line after Princess Diana's death, King Charles finally marries Camilla. But this isn't after sneakily having an affair with her while they were both married to different spouses. Camilla finally married the man of her dreams in 2005, 35 years after they first met. She and Charles tied the knot 8 years after the passing of Diana, Princess of Wales. The ceremony was simple and private, the reason being that the public had vilified the two, and there was fear that they may be stoned during the ceremony. The Queen wasn't in attendance at the wedding as well. Still having little trust in Camilla even after 35 years, she refused to be a part of her son's wedding to the love of his life. This was because she thought it would be inappropriate as the head of the Church of England, as both parties have been previously divorced. But the Queen attended their reception, and that was her way of supporting the union in the public eye. It is safe to say that Queen Camilla had a strained and rocky relationship with the late Queen, especially in the beginning. However, as time went on, Queen Elizabeth gave silent approval to King Charles and Camilla's marriage. A shred of evidence can be seen in the Queen and Prince Philip's attendance at the religious blessing at St. George's Chapel. They also hosted a reception at Windsor Castle for the newlyweds. Queen Elizabeth even made it clear that she supported Camilla in becoming Queen Consort when Charles became king. It is safe to say that as the years went by, the Queen gradually made room for Camilla and her family in her heart. Sharing a love for dogs and horses seemed to make things easier between them. Camilla was seen escorting the Queen on numerous occasions, and they bonded over the years before the Queen's death.
The princess, who spent her life in the relentless glare of the public eye, died in a speeding car in Paris, apparently trying to evade pursuing photographers.
The Queen even handed over being the patron of some of the charity and responsibilities to Camilla as a telltale sign of her faith in the consort's ability. In all fairness, Camilla may not have been treated fairly in the beginning, but she did get the love of the family and the Queen's approval before it was too late. Is Camilla going to have an issue handing the country's affairs to Kate Middleton? Camilla sees Kate Middleton as her competition. It is not out of place for Camilla to feel threatened by a younger woman when the woman in question is the iconic Kate Middleton. Let's face it, Kate might be everything Camilla is not. Kate is adored by the British people for almost everything, from her fashion sense, her warm personality, and her sense of duty to her family, country, and its people. Kate has the love of the royal family and the British people, unlike Camilla. She doesn't have to fight for it day in and day out, proving that she is fit for her position as queen. Camilla, on the other hand, may be viewed as enemy number one by some royal watchers. The reason goes back to the time when Princess Diana of Wales was still alive. The affair between King Charles and Queen Camilla, while the king was still married to the Princess of Wales, is not the best-kept secret. Lovers of the late princess still hold offense against the current king and queen to this day. So Camilla getting the love of the British people is out of the picture. What Camilla does have is the love of the king, but that simply isn't enough when faced with royal duties. The tension between the queen and princess might just be because of a symbolic tiara. Why was the tiara bestowed to Kate and not Camilla? Kate Middleton is an exceptional woman who the late Queen Elizabeth dearly loved. The Queen didn't hide her love for Kate, as she trusted and saw that she was a kind and caring person who was devoted to her duties to the royal family. It is safe to assume that the Queen felt her family and legacy would be secure in the hands of Kate Middleton, so much so that the Queen left Kate a precious inheritance, a tiara. But not just any tiara. It was a piece of jewelry that had been in the royal family for many years, and it was the Queen's most valued piece. The story of the lover's knot tiara begins in 1913, when Queen Mary, the grandmother of Queen Elizabeth II, commissioned it from the royal jeweler Gerard. But this was no original design. Queen Mary, known for her love of extravagant jewelry, wanted a replica of a tiara owned by her grandmother, Princess Augusta of Hesse, the Duchess of Cambridge. Queen Mary's version was much grander. The tiara was to be set in diamonds and pearls. It featured a row of 19 upright pearls dangling elegantly from diamond knots, creating a strikingly regal yet delicate movement. The tiara was designed in silver and gold.
Elizabeth was grateful for the gift, and called the diadem Granny's tiara. She wore the tiara a lot, as a princess and then as Queen Elizabeth II,
making it both radiant and strong. Queen Elizabeth gave Diana the tiara as a loan when she married Prince Charles. However, when they got divorced in 1996, Princess Diana returned the tiara to Queen Elizabeth II. It remained in the royal vaults for over 2 decades, unseen in public. In 2015, the tiara resurfaced again, but not on Camilla. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, wore it. Beyond the sparkle, Kate wearing the tiara carries a deeper meaning. It subtly honors Princess Diana's legacy and maintains the connection between past and present generations of royal women. As if to support this move of Kate, the late Queen will leave the lover's knot tiara to Kate Middleton as a family heirloom. The Queen, seeing just how much Kate loved the royal family, embraced and always put on display the British history didn't hold back. She gave the most valued tiara to the princess she felt deserved it. So why didn't Camilla get the tiara? Why is she furious that Kate Middleton got the prize jewelry instead? Kate Middleton and Queen Camilla's relationship. Kate Middleton is the wife of Prince William, the Prince of Wales, and heir apparent to the British throne. This automatically makes Princess Kate Camilla's replacement. From the outside looking in, one would think the stepmother-in-law and daughter-in-law bond between the two is as precious as gold. Quite frankly, it is, or rather it used to be. A change in status, apparent favor from the late Queen, and the bestowal of a certain tiara as an inheritance is enough to leave any mother-in-law bitter and feeling cheated. Queen Camilla had a good and budding relationship with the late Queen before she passed. She had an even promising one with the Princess of Wales. One would think it is because they had a few things in common, like not belonging to the nobility or in any way affiliated with the royal family till their marriage. As well as a certain level of resistance from the royal family, they were finally accepted as befitting wives of the princes. But unlike in Camilla's case, it didn't have to take 35 years to get the Queen to like her. Kate had a natural allure about her. She was level-headed and soft-spoken, but knew just how to get her message across when she needed to. It was no surprise that the late Queen and other members of the royal family liked Kate. When Kate first came into the family, Camilla showed her the ropes. Understanding that life as a royal would be very different and harder than the way Kate was used to, Camilla taught her everything she knew. And this knowledge was enough to give Kate the proper foundation as she transitioned to life as the wife of the British heir. However, as time went on, it became apparent that Kate's coming into the royal family would not be as turbulent as Camilla's. The family and even the general public loved Kate and fully expressed their displeasure at Camilla. In the years that followed, Camilla became Queen Consort.
King Charles traveled to Northern Ireland this morning with Camilla, the new Queen Consort. That's the official term for it. She's been by his side throughout the mourning period for Queen Elizabeth.
And it was evident that she had been preparing for this moment her entire life. The late Queen, having already prepared for this occasion, put Camilla in charge of many responsibilities. Queen Elizabeth let go of her reins in some organizations, and she passed the baton to the incoming Queen. This should be the tradition. The elders would pass down their responsibilities. However, it would seem like that is not the case with Camilla. Having waited several years, putting in the hard work and dedication to the royal family and her duties, she was finally Queen. The dream finally came through. While she was now Queen, it became very obvious that her replacement was standing strong and ready to take over. The Queen, however, isn't ready to relinquish her responsibilities. It is only normal for the reigning Queen to assign some of her current responsibilities to her successor. After waiting for so long, Camilla would do anything to stay Queen for as long as possible. Why is the lover's knot tiara so important to the women of the royal family? The significance of a tiara among British royals. Anyone who understands heirlooms and traditions would realize the value of the lover's knot tiara. But in the end, the late Queen's wishes are to be respected and upheld. Kate Middleton getting the tiara was not a mistake or an act of favoritism. The Princess of Wales earned it as the future queen of the monarchy who understands the tradition of the royal family. The tiara in the hands of Kate Middleton represents the royal family's strength and dedication to upholding tradition. It is also a tribute to the late Princess of Wales, Diana. Every time Kate wears this tiara, it's a quiet but powerful nod to her late mother-in-law's legacy. Having heard good things about the late princess, Kate Middleton would want to make her memory live on for many years to come. What better way is there to do this than to wear one of her most prized pieces of jewelry, forcing the attention of the people back to the life of her mother-in-law? The tiaras are also a link between generations, from Queen Mary to Queen Elizabeth II, to Princess Diana, and now Kate Middleton. Are Camilla's emotions justified? Camilla's rage may be for the right reasons. Being the next in line to be Queen Consort after Queen Elizabeth's death, Camilla must have thought she would be getting the prized lover's knot tiara. However, the Queen gifted it to Kate Middleton, making Camilla feel as left as she was when she first joined the family. Despite having built a better relationship with her mother-in-law before she died, the Queen decided to trust someone else to keep the future of the monarchy. The tiara isn't just jewelry, as many would believe. It is a powerful endorsement of who would be the face of the monarchy to the people. By not bestowing such a symbolic gift to Camilla, the late Queen put her in an inferior position to Kate. Even if Camilla is serving as Queen more, it is pretty obvious she won't be for much longer. When Camilla's time is up, Kate Middleton ascends with the lover's knot tiara, which is a symbol of empowerment from the late Queen. Camilla's rage whenever she sees Kate wear the tiara is most likely born from a place of insecurity. She feels cheated, entitled to the tiara, and upset about anything she is made to remember. The Queen chose Kate over her. Kate Middleton doesn't seem to care much about Camilla's reactions to her tiara. She wears it whenever she pleases to events that demand it, making an effort to look as spectacular as always. Who has the prospects to be a better queen to the people? Kate or Camilla? Kate's ambition to be queen. Kate doesn't hide her love for her duty, family, or the fact that she someday wants to be queen. She has embraced her role with her very being and is seen to always work towards it, just as Camilla did decades ago. In preparation for her role as Queen Consort, she exerts her status much to the discomfort of the current queen by wearing the tiara the Queen left to her. Kate Middleton is making both fashion and strategic statements with her use of the tiara whenever necessary. She has worn this tiara to the diplomatic reception at Buckingham Palace, where the late Queen welcomed governmental officials and ambassadors. This was the 8th time the princess wore the tiara, marking it as her personal favorite among her others. Even though Camilla may feel insecure in her position as queen and is constantly looking over her shoulder, Kate Middleton is the opposite. She is fully aware of the potential she carries and evidently will make a good and even better queen, just like Queen Elizabeth had hoped. Would Princess Kate take things down a notch to make Camilla more comfortable? Or will Camilla finally let go of the reins of queenship that she dearly holds on to? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Would you like to see more videos like this? Click on the next video on your screen. You'll love it.